Hello friends, so today we're going to discuss about a very interesting topic, and this is actually a lecture video, and then we also discuss 2-3 questions in some later videos. But in this video we're going to talk about how to find out uh, like factorial, NCR, NPR and inverse. So you might not know all of these terms, but we have to do with mod of m everything. And why are these useful and why are they important? So in combinatorics, like these are one of the important like key you require to solve a lot of problems, in which, as you know, what is factorial? Factorial is if is denoted by this symbol n factorial. So it means that if you have to find out 5 factorial, let's assume we have to find 5 factorial, then it's just equivalent to 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, so this is what is factorial is. So if it's like 100 factorial, then 100 into 98 into 98 into and so on. So this is factorial. Then what is NCR? So NCR means n choose r. So if you have n objects and you have to choose r objects among them, then what is the total number of combinations you can choose? So what is mean by this is, let's assume that you have 5 books. Let's assume that you have 5 books and you have to choose 3 books among them. What is total number of possible set you can choose out from this total number of 5 books, such that you have to pick out 3 books. Let's assume that you can pick out like 1 2 3, or you can pick out 1 2 5 or 1 2 4 and so on. How many total ways are there to form a set of 3 books such that you have initially 5 books? So the answer of this is NCR, sorry, which is 5C3. But if the order matters, so in which there are 2 cases in which the order matters and the order doesn't matter. So it's NCR or NPR. I'll tell you more. And then it's inverse. Inverse means that if you're finding out some number, if you know the property of modulus, then the property of modulus can be you can extend this property in addition, subtraction, multiplication, but you cannot extend this property to division, and thus inverse factorials or inverse modular arithmetic is also a part of this series, such that you will understand more about it. So how to find out factorial, or the simple way to do modular arithmetic, I have already uploaded a video on that. You can go and check that video out, in which how to do, just if you do want to do multiplication, addition, subtraction, then there is only one simple function you have to write down. You can also write that in your template, or you can memorize that formula, or that function. It's very simple function. You just have to find out the value for the mod function, and then the multiplication, addition functions will be almost same. It can form using that modular functions, so that you can understand how to use those mod functions. The next thing is how to find out factorial. So factorial, see, if you want to find out a very large factorial, let's assume you want to find out factorial for 100, then the thing is it will overshoot, or it cannot be stored in some integer long. So you have to do it with mod of some prime number. Now as you can see, how to find out this, how to extend this logic. As you can see, let's assume that if you have some factorial of 0 which is equal to 1. Now if you want to find a factorial for 1, which is just factorial of n minus 1 into this I. So if you want to find out the factorial for n, it's just factorial of n minus 1 into n. So if it's you want to find out factorial for 5, so you have to find out factorial for 4 into 5. So it's if you have already found out the factorial for 4, you just multiply that previous answer with 5, and then you get the previous you get the factorial of 5. So it's if you know the factorial for 1 2 3 and 4, then you just multiply it with 5, and then you get the factorial for 5. Okay, so now what you can easily do in this problem is you just keep a whole a mat, or a whole array, which is 10 to the a very large value, because you can pre-compute these factorials, because factorials are actually the building blocks for both of these formulas. And if you find out pre-compute the factorials in O of n, then you can easily find out NCR or NPR in just constant times. So I'll tell you how. You just make an whole array. I'll show you in the code. Make an whole array and pre-compute that whole array using just O of n operations, in which you move from left to right, and for every value, because the first value you know it's equal to 1, for the second value just use the previous factorial value and multiply with the ith indexed, and then you get the current factorial. And then because you are multiplying it, it can overshoot, so multiply using the modular arithmetic. And then I'll tell you in the code itself, and then it will become easier. So you can store all the answers in the whole array. Now if you want to find out NCR value, the NCR exactly is equal to n factorial upon r factorial into n minus r factorial. So there are a couple of ways to calculate NCR mod m, and in this video I will talk about one problem, and then we'll solve 2-3 problems using that technique. But there's also one more technique. You have to use both of this technique according to your convenience or the problem itself. The first technique I will show you in this video is I can use it in most of the problems, no problem, but maybe in some other problems you have to pre-compute, or you have to find out more faster answers, so we can also use that other technique. But the technique which I'll show you in this video is also relatively simple. It will not it can be used in a lot of problems also. So as you can see, the simple formula is NCR is n factorial upon r factorial into n minus r factorial. Now as you can see, because you have pre-computed out the factorial values, then you can easily look up the factorial values in this whole array, and then it can be easily used in the formula. But what you can see in this is, because you have to do everything in mod, then because these two are multiplied, you can easily do the modular arithmetic in the multiplication. But because you cannot do a divided by b cannot be done, a modular explanation cannot be divided in modular explanation. So what the simple thing to do in modular exponentiation is, modular arithmetic, explanation. So if it's if we want to find out a divided by b mod m, then we cannot find it out, or I cannot split it out in the same way. So if I want to find a plus b, then I can easily a plus b mod m, then I can easily split it out like this: a mod, I just do a mod of a with m, I just do a mod of b with m, and I can do a whole mod with m, and then it can be find it out. But I cannot do the same with a divided by b, and thus you cannot do this. But what you can easily do this is, if I just write a divided by b as a into b to the power of minus 1 like this, then it's like multiplication. Then you just do the same thing here. It's like a mod m into b to the power of minus 1 mod m, and then whole mod m. But you have to find out this value, which is you have to find out b to the power of minus 1 mod m, which is an inverse value. 1 by b, you can find, you can say that 1 by b is a point value, and how can I find out a modular with point value? But it's b to the power of minus 1. So I'll tell you how to find out modular arithmetic. So if you want to just find out b to the power of minus 1, if you just find out this value, b to the power of minus 1 is not actually 1 divided by b, but because we are doing it in inverse, inverse modular arithmetic, then what we'll do, we'll actually do this is, I'll tell you with the code itself, but you have to just learn one thing in this whole lecture. Just one thing you have to I don't know the proof of it. Maybe I will find it out in the future, and I will make another video. But you just have to memorize or learn one thing, and then the other thing is very simple. You just have to memorize one thing, that it is from the Chinese remainder theorem only. I know that, but I don't know how it came. But if you want to find out that 1 by b means that b to the power of minus 1, which is an inverse arithmetic part. But if you want to find out that 1 by b mod m, which is b to the power of minus 1 mod m, then you can easily find it out by using b to the power of m minus 2. So I've taken this mod to the power of minus 2, and that's the whole problem. You have to memorize it. I have also memorized it. So which means that if you want to find out modular arithmetic or inverse in arithmetic, if you want to find out that b to the power of minus 1 mod m is just equivalent to this, which is b to the power of m minus 2. Okay, you just memorize this part, and then the whole thing will become very easy. So if you want to find out, like, let's assume that if you want to find out NCR, which is like NCR is equivalent to n factorial upon r factorial into n minus r factorial. Now because like this is actually a term which will be like, let's assume that this n factorial is equivalent to a. You will look out the n factorial value from the like the factorial table which you have made. So it maybe it's equal to a, then it is equal to b, and this is equal to c. This I'm just naming these terms out. So you can multiply these a dot b using modular arithmetic, and it turns out to be like a divided by d. And now it can be done like a into d to the power of -1 whole mod. And because you can do this whole similarly using like modular arithmetic for multiplication, but for doing it d -1 mod m, you will use this technique. And then that's how you can find out NCR. And for finding out inverse, I have told you just have to remember this one thing, and that is the whole like way to find out the I will also post one video after this problem, or like after this lecture, which will tell you how to use this also, but I will also show you the code in this video also. So I will just show the code for like how I used it out, but you can use this code in some other like problem also. So this is the mod power function which I have already made a video on it, which is like a to the power of b mod m. You can also check that video out. So it's just a simple function, but that function is used to calculate the inverse, because in inverse we have to calculate b to the power of m minus 2. It's like m minus 2 can be a very large number, because mod is very large number, mod minus 2 is also very large number. So b to the power of m minus 2 is a large number, so you have to calculate using mod power. And that mod power function I have already made a video, so you can check that video out in this same playlist. So as I have told you, if you want to calculate NCR, okay, so you can make a pre-calculation function for finding out all the factorials. So you can make a n, which like a very large number, okay, and then make a like a whole array, and then what you can do for the initial value, it's equal to 1, and for the other values the factorial I is equal to the multiplication of previous factorial into I. And you have to always use this multiplication, because we are doing this multiplication mod m, okay, and m can be a very large number. And then what I've told you, this is pre-calculation for finding out the factorials in O of n, and then we can find out all the factorials in O of 1 for all of these functions. So as you can see, for finding out NCR, what you can do, you have to divide the factorial of n multiplied with factorial of r into n minus r, which is fine. Now I have like already told you how to write the multiplication function in the previous video, so you can check that out. But in the divide function, what you can do, you can just divide out. So for finding out a divided by b, it's just multiplication of a into b inverse, which I've told you. And for finding out b inverse, what I've told you, b inverse is just x, like if I want to find out like 1 upon b, which I've told you like 1 upon b is equal to b to b inverse mod m, which is equal to b to the power of m minus 2. So like b, which is like x only, x to the power of m minus 2. M is just this mod value only. Please go. Yeah. And that's how you can find out inverse, and from inverse you can find out divide, and from divide you can find out NCR, and for finding out NCR you have to use these factorials. So these all are intermingled with each other. You have to know, like for finding out anything, you should know all of these 4 values, and then you can easily find out NCR. So I have already made a video on finding out a to the power of b, and like these only 2-3 things are required for all the combinatorics problems. You have to find out NCR, NPR, like inverse factorials. So finding out inverse factorial, you can also use this, because as you can see, this is already I'm finding out inverse factorial, because inverse factorial, you can also say that if you want to find out that a to the power a factorial divided by b factorial, okay, so maybe this a factorial and b factorial, let's assume that this a factorial you can do just a lookup, because I have already pre-computed it. So a factorial, let's assume that it will give you some c value, and this is like d value. So this value is like c into d to the power of -1, and you have to do a mod m. So it's similar, okay, you don't have to do anything else. So it's just very similar. You have to find out the inverse value using this formula, divide, because we have to divide. So for dividing out, it's just equivalent to multiplication of a into inverse of b, and that's this. And this NCR, I've already told you. So this is a very simple way to like look into the formulas and the implementation. I'll also post for the videos regarding using these formulas to find out more answers, and I also post maybe a different approach to find out inverse factorials and like NCR, NPR for other types of problems. So stay tuned on this series. If you like this explanation, you can hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and like you can also share this video out with your friends, so that because these types of problems are commonly asked in interviews, combinatorics problems are like relatively more asked. So because if you understand these logics, then you can easily find out the answer, because if you can find out the formula of the problem, then you don't have to worry about the code, how to find out NCR mod something values. So I hope you get something from this video, and stay tuned on this like lecture series. I will explain you more, so stay tuned. I'll see you in the next one. Keep coding. Bye.